Hey guys, I'm Kent Brown, host of Ultimate Bass, and I want to take you through my 2007 Triton X2. It's our new model boat, a totally new redesigned boat, and let's go from bow all the way to the back and show you some of the features. Some of the really cool parts on the Triton X2, we've got a recessed trolling motor pedal. It's much easier on your back, your hips when you're fishing. The recessed trolling motor pedal, you see this feature on a lot of boats. It's an aftermarket feature. With Triton, it's molded right into the boat. Because it's molded into the boat, what we have done as well with our front casting seat is there are two positions. You know, once you recess that trolling motor pedal, you really can't move it around, so you're going to have to move the seat both for short-legged anglers and long-legged anglers. Our trolling motors, hardwired. No more plugs, no more kicking the wires around. They're hardwired right underneath the trolling motor pedal. Okay, let's go a little farther down the boat because the X2 has some great features. One of the really nice features on this boat is an 8-foot rod locker, actually a little longer than 8 feet. I can take my 8-foot swim bait rod, not a problem, to go right into that rod box. Hey, and speaking of our new compartments, we have a whole new seal system in all of the compartments. With this new seal system, once you lock that down, it's completely watertight. We have aluminum lids. They won't warp. The one really nice part about the new system as well is we've reinforced the fiberglass with metal, so once we lock these compartments, they stay locked and they also don't wear on the fiberglass of your boat. Storage compartment is no problem in the X2. The X2 comes with 3,700 Triton tackle boxes that slide in here. It's a great organizational system, as well as our front compartment going all the way up to your trolling motor pedal. This has plenty of room to store tackle bags, life jackets, rain gear, your helmet, your face mask, everything you want to take off throughout the course of the day, you can put in this compartment. Another carpeted compartment on the front side. On the X2, you can use for a little shorter spinning rods, or once again, a watertight storage compartment. Circuit breaker panel on the back of the board. There are no fuses in this boat. All of our compartments, our rod lockers, our storage boxes, all have a gas assist shock on them. We'll hold it up even in the roughest of water. Those are just a few of the features on the X2. As we move farther back in the boat, you're going to see some great design changes on this new Triton. Hey, moving to the cockpit of the boat, the new X2 has some really neat design features and a lot of changes from some of the bass boats you've seen in the past. One of the really interesting things that we've done with the X2 is we've put the seats on a pedestal. These seats are a spring seat. They're extra wide. Yeah, for some of us wider bass fishermen, we've got extra wide seats. They are a spring seat, and one of the really neat things about them is they'll slide. You can slide these seats forward, slide them back. Long-legged guy can get in this boat, have no problems. There's plenty of room. You have a floating console in this boat, so there's a lot of leg room. Console doesn't come down and hit you on top of the kneecaps. You've got a recessed foot compartment here where you can push against the floor of the boat in rough water, as well as an area that's recessed for your foot throttle. We've done a lot of neat things on our consoles as well. Big instruments and gauges, and everything is standard on the X2. You've got your fuel gauge, your tack, your trim gauge, your volt gauge, and water pressure, all standard on this boat. This unit does have 2 depth finders on it, and the reason I did that is my X135 comes standard on this boat as a factory option on the boat. It comes with it, so I left it in the boat. But I mounted my Lowrance X17 on this side on a ram mount for a couple different reasons. One being I wanted my GPS in a bigger unit here, but if I ever have a breakdown, I can pull this unit off and put it on the bow, or if my bow unit breaks down, I can put it back here. But I'll always have an extra unit in the boat as a spare, and I've rigged a transducer switch right here that I can go back to my 135 in the console. Just a little added security and a little extra security. Another neat feature on this X2. How about this? Your built-in Gary Dobbins signature igloo ice chest. It'll carry at least a dozen sandwiches. Comes factory in the boat. I leave this at home. Yeah, really. Now, I leave it at home because I like to have this middle box for storage. I like to keep my column right in there, my balance beams, sunglasses, marker buoys. A lot of times, even if I'm fishing dart heads or a plastic worm, I'll throw them in here. They're easy to get to. I don't have to go to getting through all my compartments. By putting the seats on our pedestals, what we've done is we've put our fuel tank now in the middle of the boat. This boat carries 53 gallons of fuel in one tank. The fuel tank in the middle of the boat increases stability of this boat, not only while you're running, but while you're at rest and fishing. This is a very, very stable fishing platform. Hey, we're going to move to the back of the boat. Seems like our live wells are such an important part of our bass boat. They keep our fish healthy, they keep our catch alive so they can be released, and it doesn't cost you valuable points and money if you kill a bunch of fish. Now, Mike Iaconelli couldn't run the Triton live wells, but you can. They're pretty simple, guys. The neat part about our live wells, especially on the X2, we've changed these live wells. We've moved them out onto the side of the boat. It's a 45-gallon live well system with 3 pumps. You have a pump to pump fresh water in out of the lake. You have a recirc pump, and you have a pump out. There's no valves, no springs, no cables, nothing you have to do to not only shut your live wells off, but also to drain them. You can recirc and run fresh water at the same time. Triton live wells, the best live well system on the market today. Hey, looking at the transom of the new X2 doesn't look like any Triton boat you've ever seen. We have completely changed the transom of this boat. It stops any backsplash coming back into the water. Plus, the hole shot in this boat is up to 50% faster than any of our other Triton boats that we've had before. A lot of neat things that we've done as well. We've got a full vent system to take out not only battery fumes while you're charging, but also gas fumes or any other scents that you might come out of the bottom of the boat, as well as allowing some air to go through this boat while it sits in your garage to dry that out. We've got an external oil fill, and your battery charger plugs in on the outside of the boat. No need to even open a compartment. All of our boats are rigged with the Triton Dual Pro 4-bank battery charger, and you can see in my boat I've also rigged it with the Lightning Series Dual Pro battery charger, trolling motor batteries. The Dual Pro battery charger, completely waterproof, shock resistant. It is a great charger. One of the other features, and only a Triton has it, is our patented rescue boarding ladder. If you happen to fall out, or you're just out for a little summertime swim, our patented waterproof rescue boarding ladder slides right out of the hull of the boat. You can climb back in the boat, plenty strong to get back in the boat. It stores in a sealed tube in your boat, so no water comes through this rescue boarding ladder and gets into your hull. Also, factory equipment on the back of every Triton is a standard 10-inch aluminum jack plate. Comes with every one of our Triton X2 boats. Our 20-foot X2 is rated for Mercury's new 250 horsepower Pro XS motor. This motor, brand new in Mercury's line. We had the 225 the last 2 years. This year, we've got the 250. It's a 3-liter XS motor that comes out of Mercury Racing Division, but you can get up to a 5-year warranty on the new 250. Some of the great features on this: carbon fiber reeds in this motor. No more reed problems. Carbon fiber reeds gives the motor much more response. Also, great hole shot. We've also got the Torque Master gear case on the XS motors. One of the nice features about the Torque Master gear case is the water pickups on the front end of the lower unit. No more having to get out there and scrub your gear case with a brush to keep them clean when you're in those delta weeds. And one of the neat parts is the new graphics on these new 250 motors. This is exactly the graphics that my good buddy Dwayne Bonham always gets to see every time he gets near me. Yep, the back of this Mercury. And the Triton X2 sits on a custom Triton trailer. It's got a swing tongue that comes standard equipment. You can winch the boat up, slide it out of the way. Galvanized trailer. We've got great areas to step up. You're not going to scratch your trailer. A lot of different options, from fiberglass to stainless, or just a painted fender. Oil-filled hubs. We've got the Goodyear Marathon tires, and standard equipment on these are also the ratchet tie-downs, which makes it real easy to take your boat on and off the trailer when you're at the launch ramp. Guys, the Triton X2 is going to be available at a Triton dealer near you, or you can check them out at tritonboats.com and look for the Ultimate Bass Triton X2 boat on the water this year. If you know where the fish are biting, pull over and tell me where they're biting at. I need all the help I can get, and this boat's not too hard to miss on the water.